No. Wait till I sit down. And 3, 2, 1. Hello. And
goodbye.
Welcome. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed. This is a new podcast.
Haha! Well, it's a currently running podcast, but a new episode.
It is a new episode. Well, yes, this is a new episode, and hopefully this all works. We've spent the last hour with technical issues
to the point
but
where
you don't
I now
care
have to
about
have
that.
a hard drive on my knee.
But this is our slumber party, Joe.
Welcome to the slumber
of the parties.
Of the parties.
The sleepover.
Where all parties come to sleep because we're boring.
I didn't check for in focus. We were on focus.
We were.
We were.
We were. Oh, yeah.
So, what the fuck are you doing here, Joe? This is my house.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you.
You just appeared one day, you just teleported, and that's it.
No.
We're in our pyjamas, and I'm in my Crocs.
Pajamas.
Do not judge my Crocs,
This is
please.
what we're wearing as pyjamas, like joggers and
Yes.
joggers. And
we share a bed.
At the moment.
And yes, that's funny, but it's not a joke.
Let's get into that as our first topic.
Oh, okay, sure.
If you want.
So you arrived
Just now.
2 days ago? 2 days ago? Yeah. I don't know. How it feels like an eternity.
I got here on the 5th. No, I didn't.
And it's the 7th?
No, 6th. I got here on
That's
the
6th.
6th.
It's the 8th now.
I got here on the 6th.
You did get on this. No, you got. you got here on Thursday, and now it's Saturday evening.
There you go.
So we've spent the
Friday,
last few sodding days doing fuck all. Well, not fuck all, but not recording videos.
We've been writing stuff, but that's another topic.
We'll talk about that in a second,
Yeah.
but or in a bit. But basically, it's been an interesting few days.
It has been an interesting couple of days, hasn't it? It's been fun. It's been actually very therapeutic for me, very relaxing.
Yeah, it's been a nice getaway because obviously this house is intrinsically linked with the pain and suffering that uni gives me. But it's nice to have that work done. Yeah, I finished my uni work at this stage of recording, which is the 8th of May. So I'm very excited, so I can actually use this space as a place for where I can just have
recreational value.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it. And plus, we are recording this with safe lockdown restrictions because we're technically in the same bubble. Plus, this is after the rule of 6 has been introduced, so we are safe.
I already have some immunity because I already.
Oh yeah,
it,
sure. So. I mean, if you want to count that, sure.
That's what.
So we are safe. We have abided by the COVID rules. But,
some immunity. That is not a hard and fast rule. Don't go by that.
Exactly. That's just personal.
I've had an antibody test.
Sure.
You need to get one too if you want to follow that rule if you've had COVID.
Yeah. So, we've been here for a few days. And on the first day, we were like, our grand plan, I sleep in this big, lovely double bed all to myself.
And I sleep on this equally lovely blow-up bed. Like a proper nice
one. Well, yeah, I was going for the bit where it's like I sleep in this master bed sleep on the dirty carpet.
Take two. Zach sleeps in a big lovely bed, and I sleep on the floor with all the dirty socks on.
No, with all the lice and all of the ants visiting you for the night. You know what I mean?
And of course
lovely,
all the
right?
poo, which attracted those animals in the first place.
But no, I had this double bed right here, and basically
which you're standing on right now.
We've been top and tailing for the last 2 nights.
Yeah, because somebody, naming no names, beginning with your mother, didn't give
and ending with your
beginning with your mama gave you the camp bed.
The blow-up mattress with a pump and everything, but with no hose to connect said pump and said mattress.
Therefore, I had to sleep.
So you had the choice of either sleeping on a flat piece of plastic that wasn't blown up into a blow-up bed, or sleeping top and tail on my bed. And he chose
the
to
plastic.
leave.
I wish I'd chosen the plastic. No, I'm kidding. So we chose to top and tail. We have set it up.
Luckily, I had a double duvet and a separate duvet, so we're not technically sharing the same bed. We're just sharing the same mattress with different duvets and pillows.
Well, we're sharing the same bed, but we're not sharing the same covers.
Sure.
So we've set it up so that we've each got our own quilt. Yes. Zach's head is this end, and feet this end, and my head's that end, and feet that end. So we've each got our own quilt and our own set of pillows. So it's like 2 beds on the same mattress, as you said. And
we're recording this at this is at 10:30 now, so technically it's a sleepover podcast because this is a nice midnight, late night.
Nocturnal.
Yeah, and we're in our PJs. Well, technically I'm not, actually. I forgot to put on my pyjama shirt, which I definitely wear every night.
Why don't you just have it on top of you for the rest of this video, like a cover?
There you go.
death metal.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Funny story behind that. We actually agreed to get our parents to both buy us.
Oh yeah, and yours didn't.
Mine didn't. That's how loved I am.
But no, that was a fun shirt that I saw online. I'm like, Joe, and the rest is history. But yeah, but no, this is the slumber party.
I feel like we should have a cup of tea. It's appropriate not only for the fact that I'm thirsty, but also for the podcast because that's the.
I mean, sure, but we're rolling now.
No,
so.
I meant like I feel like that's something we missed.
Oh yeah, that is something we missed out. Maybe
something
next
we should
time.
have done.
But no, for the last 2 or 3 days, we had the plan to record lots of videos, and we've only just started recording some.
Sort of. We did. Did we record any the other day?
Apart from like vlog footage that we might use later.
Yeah, we vlogged.
But like a couple hours ago, we did this metal video, this metalhead guide.
Hopefully, link to that on my channel by the time this is up. But I don't know.
Hopefully, I mean, if not, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But it's the metalhead guide to fashion or something along those lines.
Working title.
It's something to do with fashion in metal, like chains and battle vest and shirt
and that sort of stuff.
And that was fun. But yeah, that's the only video we recorded, I think. But besides that, we've just been fucking about, just making the most of because this actually is the first time we've seen it. Like as of the Thursday that we got on the train up here, is the first time that we've seen each other in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, or longer than that.
Well, I think so, or something like that. But
yeah, I haven't seen you since I was last working. Have I?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't think 3 weeks.
Yeah,
or
so
2.5 or something like that.
So yeah, we were just messing about, just making the most of the time and writing, as you say. So
quite a lot.
We've got secret projects which are on his channel, not yet, but on his channel.
Formerly mentioned on Zach's other channel, Eyersborg. He did an update and he mentioned the projects we're working on, mainly for my 10th anniversary. But we've got
but we've got another project,
big project
will be
in the works,
taking place like afterwards, like later in the year, whenever that's done. So.
We'll just do that,
But it's got longevity, that's for sure. It's going to be a nice, tightly packaged series. Actually, well, yeah.
We're trying to trim the fat. It's a series, but we're trying to.
That's all we're saying.
That's it.
But it is a really cool new take on an idea that you had for a while. So.
And I was thinking that when we actually release this series,
we'll do it episodically. So.
Well, more importantly, we're going to do it professionally in our way.
Oh yeah, so it's like it looks like a production. I don't want to spoil what it is or what it's about. Or
but it's going to be professional. Is the point? It's going to be a proper media project, but done in a more professional manner than perhaps most people would approach this kind of project, if that makes sense. More importantly, I've actually already made a trailer. I showed you, do you remember, a few weeks ago?
Oh yeah, and we're also going to do a few teasers and like a tour of said things that we've got in there. And,
like the sets, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's all you're getting.
Yeah, but it is exciting because that's an interesting series.
A little passion
we've been
project
working on together.
Type thing.
Yeah, exactly, because it's one you've been working on for a while, and I'm really excited to get on with it, to be honest.
Too,
but also 10th anniversary stuff for you, we've been working on a bit. That's our humour in a nutshell. Anyway,
that's behind the scenes.
Actually, you know what's funny? Like, we have this secret podcast for our eyes only.
Oh no!
So we've been keeping each other up every night for the last few days, just like whispering dumb noises to each other from across the bed because we're top and tailing basically, and we're doing these dumb sounds. And then one night, because we every time we've had a sleepover, we've fucked about and wasted time and kept each other up and made these dumb noises and sounds and doing these sort of back and forward bits. Like one of these occasions we did improv for Scooby and Shaggy and doing those dumb voices, and that podcast took us back to when we actually recorded one of those audio wise on my phone, which you guys won't see because
you'll never hear it
because it's for our eyes
borderline
only,
illegal.
There are countries that offensive.
We are countries where we get banned for certain stuff. You say.
Basically, yeah. So I recorded that on my old phone, and somehow it got transferred to my new phone when I transferred all my details over to my new Samsung. So. But yeah, the stars aligned for that audio file to end up on my new phone for us to listen to it.
See, we recorded it. Can we tell them when we recorded it?
Oh yeah, no, when you last visited my uni.
Which was back in 2019 at the end of the year, October sort of time.
Yeah, in 2019, maybe
it's in Happy
a year and a half. a year and a half ago.
It
was around the time when he visited, when we filmed Whiskey Jar, which is on this channel.
We rewatched it last summer. Sorry.
When we did your other sleepover.
And we were like, we'll come back to this when we eventually have another sleepover.
Yeah.
And even that was a year ago now.
But and we've just been messing about, and that's why we've been up at the early hours of the morning messing about.
It's great. It's wonderful.
A sleepover wouldn't be complete without it, but
no, it would not.
Yeah. But no, what else have we got up to this week?
We
mostly struggling to get fed.
Mostly, yeah. So should we tell them like the day to day and then do the?
Sure. I'm just checking how long we've been recording. So 10 minutes. That's fine. I'm just keeping track for the ad break. Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, so we'll tell them quickly about what we did food wise for the last couple of days, and then we'll talk about the silly things we've done here.
Sure. Yeah.
So on the first day, what did we do for the food on the first day? Do you recall?
That was
fish and chips.
Yeah.
We had fish and chips on the first day for dinner, and we watched Game of Thrones for a bit.
We did, didn't we? But my portable DVD player doesn't work properly, so most of that was just lag. Most of it was just choppy mess with the DVD. But we were watching the good Game of Thrones. Yeah. The season 7 and 8 is just fan fiction.
Yeah. Then yesterday morning, first thing we got up and I sort of fell out of bed and we went and got coffee.
Oh yeah, we did.
That was good. Was that yesterday? Yeah, we went.
That was a Friday morning.
That was yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So that was yesterday morning, and then we fucked about for most of the day.
Yeah.
We wrote.
Oh, by the way, you guys can tell I have tan lines on my wrists because I've been wearing my watch too much. Sorry, I just find that really funny. People always point it out, so I thought I would point it out.
People at work get mask tans all the time. It's hilarious. Like literally, you're tan from up here. Yeah, and it's just Annabelle.
And you can tell if they've wore it correctly because the tan line stops here or
here. Yeah.
You can,
most of the time it's here. Sometimes
the nose.
It's here.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly. So you can just laugh regardless. But anyway,
when it's here, you got a big problem. But anyway,
so just over the eyes.
Yeah. So then what did we do? We came back, we wrote some stuff.
Yes.
We spoke to Henry, who's going to be in our thing.
Yes.
Henry Cross. We spoke to him about being in our project.
The super secret serial-esque project.
Yeah. We spoke to him for a bit yesterday, and then today we went.
Well, yeah, that was yesterday, wasn't it? Because yesterday we had pizza, didn't we?
It's all blending together, isn't it?
Yeah, it is blending. It is blurring together oddly.
Because we've been doing the same thing. Because
yesterday was pizza, and we still have a fucking slice of pizza festering with like.
It's only the crust.
Just right over there.
It's a stuffed crust. It's probably now stuffed with insects. But anyway, now
the cheese
today we got up and we went and got breakfast.
We struck lucky. We because our original plan for yesterday's dinner was go to Spoons, but. That didn't go plan, so we were like, okay, pizza instead, we'll just order pizza. But then this morning we were like, if we go early enough, let's go. And then we realised we woke up, it was raining, it's like, no one's going to want to go Spoons during the rain, and we were right. So, we got our full Englishes, and we had our wicked way with it, and we were fed.
You had your first mocha as well, didn't you?
I think my first.
Never had mocha.
No, I don't think I
not
have.
Consciously.
If I have, then I wouldn't have remembered. But,
not consciously. That was good. Yeah. And then what did we do? We came back and did even more of the same. Some writing, and then
we did.
Then we filmed the Metalheads thing, and now here we are. So that's basically the last couple of days. But last night, something really funny happened. We built a blanket fort, didn't we? Oh yeah,
I completely forgot about that. It's all just been a blur, but yeah, we made a big old fuck off blanket fort right where this set is right now.
Literally here.
In the last 3 days, this set has had a lot of iterations of blankets over it, and then
it was like just a normal ground.
You just chucked everything on the floor. Then
I put my stuff down by that chair. I said, right, from now on, this chair is like my spot for all my gear.
It's mine now. This chair is always mine. Anyway.
But then yesterday we built the blanket fort, which was funny. We filmed in that for the vlogs. And
that was. I can't wait to see your MTV Cribs bit in there.
Yeah,
that'll be funny.
Eventually went to bed, and then got up this morning.
Somehow we went to bed later yesterday than we did the day before, even though we were keeping ourselves up the day before with the weird animal noises we were making. Not together, but to just make each other laugh.
And then at some point on the first night, when you were lying looking at your phone, I was falling asleep.
Oh no, that was last night. That was last night. Yep.
No, it was the night before. Because last night you were sitting here, remember?
Oh, I thought you were talking about that.
No. So the first night, we were topping and tailing, and he was looking at his phone, and I was falling asleep, and I was just drifting off. And then, out of nowhere...
I forgot about that.
Out of nowhere, I get this.
Yeah.
Download a free audiobook with your 30-day trial!
Yeah, and that was because I was getting a YouTube clip up of some dumb joke.
No, I've got this ASMR style. I'm going to go close to the mic. I've got this ASMR style. Download a free audiobook with your 30-day trial. It was fucking loud, and it woke me up. Like,
and you didn't,
oh my God.
And you didn't just wake up. You're like,
yeah, like
jolted awake. It was kind of funny. Actually,
it was mad. It was absolutely crazy. Just
it was jump scare. But yeah,
I thought someone had come in to murder you. I thought someone
and
money.
then last night I scared the shit out of you because I was just sitting in my chair because I have like cream because I have a skin fucking dumb thing.
Oh yeah, and you're waiting for it to dry, and I've been asleep for about half an hour.
Because I don't want. Look, I'm not weird. Look, I don't want to sleep in bed when I've got wet cream on my hands.
Which is perfectly understandable. However, I'd fallen asleep, and according to yourself, I was asleep for about half an hour, and I rolled over.
I was just on my phone,
and I was stirring, and then suddenly I see this figure sitting in the
lights were
chair.
all out, and all you could see is just me on my phone. With
and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's Zach. Zach, why are you still up? How long has it been?" Oh, it's been half an hour. I'm still waiting for it to dry. Oh,
cream.
Okay. So I went back to sleep.
Yeah. I was so tired. I was so over it. I was ready to drift off to sleep in that fucking chair. Actually.
But you couldn't because obviously you were letting your cream dry.
Yes.
Yeah. So fair enough. So that was yesterday.
Yeah. I'm just keep checking the time. But no. Anyway, no. What else has happened? We've got lots of videos we want to do. And hopefully more of these before you go. But also another Guess That Medal song we got to do before we go. And then you had a skit that you wanted to do. We might be able to do.
That'd be good.
Apart from that, it's mostly just chilling. So you'll see some videos come out. Hopefully a few. But
it's going to be a productive.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't think we know. Can you see that?
Yeah, I already showed him at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
This is the hard drive that this is currently.
Demonstrate what the sound is if you lean it on the table real quick. Can you tell the difference? There's a loud buzzing. If not, them all look like absolute numpties. But
so that's why this is on my leg. We've got to be very
careful. There's a big buzzing sound.
As you can probably tell, this is the hard drive that the audio is currently being written to. So if I unplug this right now, all the data could get corrupted. So no pressure on my part to not drop this off my knee.
You just sneeze and it all goes.
What was that?
Needles, hello.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for the podcast? Come and join us. No.
Now that brings us on to another story that happened about an hour ago.
Do we want to talk about that? Okay, sure.
Are we going to talk about that now? Or?
No, we'll do it now, yeah. But no, we're recording the metal. Well, basically, this house is fucking haunted.
Oh, and Zach made me aware of this when I got here, and I thought, nah, it's just a bit creepy and old.
Yeah, it's an old Victorian-esque house.
Like townhouse, like it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's got like a really high ceiling in every floor and room. It's lovely.
I think the high ceiling makes it more ominous though, because it's more like you feel like you're being watched from a corner and you can never tell.
It's nice and resonant. Oh,
yeah,
it's great. But
no, this house is. If there's ever a possibility that ghosts exist, and I'm on like the scale of believing and not believing, and like maybe 10 is fully believing.
Tonight is starting to push me to believing.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, like I say, a 10 is like fully believe. 1 is like no, fucking stupid. There's no ghost. I'm probably a 6 in general.
Yeah.
So I know I was a 5 before moving into this house.
Yeah.
And now I'm a 6. But
see,
if there was ever a chance for ghosts to exist, there are some fuckers in this house.
See, I'm a scientist.
Not just one.
I'm a scientist by all nature. Now, science obviously comes under the idea that if it can be proven, it's true. Obviously, that's fucking science. But the important part is that as a scientifically minded person, you don't close yourself off to stuff just because it hasn't been proven yet. Yeah, right? Yeah. So there is so many like stories from all across the world about ghosts and stuff like that. And I've always pledged to myself, if I ever have a truly falsifiable / provable paranormal experience,
yes,
I will believe.
Well, okay.
Same with religion.
Fair play, ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? Fair play, you exist, but more importantly, it's not knowing whether or not they exist. It's understanding the nature of them.
Yes.
In what form do they exist? Are they still able to move things? Like, are they still conscious, or is it just like an echo?
The thing is, okay, so like obviously there are plenty of experiences with actual like paranormal shit in this house, which could be proof of something happened or just a coincidence, but one of them actually is kind of fucked.
About an hour ago.
Oh, okay. I will do that one first.
And one you can tell me because I haven't heard.
There are a couple.
Okay.
But
not creeped out at all. I've got to
regardless
after this.
Yeah.
So the one that happened about an hour ago was we were filming Metalhead. Do you want to say or shall I say it?
No, you go. It's your phone.
We were filming Metalhead guide, and we were doing this scene where we both wear the same band shirts.
And we both walked into frame from either side. And we were far away from the camera when this happened, so there's no way you can debunk that
and
we
I can tell you
did
from my testimony, I was staring at the camera.
He's more of a skeptic.
I was definitely. So I was about from as I say, I believe that everything should be questioned, not doubted, but questioned until proven unquestionable.
Yeah.
It was about from me to like between the microphone and the laptop away.
Neither of us could reach.
For no apparent reason, it started recording. So it went from the red button.
And you saw the red button being. You could actually see like some like you know how usually you poke the screen and the red button.
Like something.
The red button expanded the white border around it, and then.
Have you ever spilled water on your phone and then stuff starts getting pressed at random?
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was perfect on the button.
Because that's the thing. Because the phone was like on Joe's like mini tripod here, and it was like placed vertically here. So there's no way that something fell on it.
You mean?
So you know what I mean? So not vertically as in horizontally, vertically like that.
Oh right.
So nothing could have fell on it to make it start.
It was literally like this,
and it was in its
And then literally for no reason, imagine my finger's not there. This happened, and it just started.
And then the timer started, and I was like, "Wait, did it just take a photo on its own?" I was like, "No, it's a video," and that whole spiel happened.
That was it, and it was fucking terrifying. Can we put the footage in like now?
Yeah, well, here's the footage. Here you go. Boom. He just took a photo. Wait, did it just start recording? Did a ghost just start recording this bit? I'm not... Wait, did it just start recording on its...
You can tell from how far
away
we were. Needles! For fuck's sake, man! Oh my god. I'm just gonna chug
creepy for this. That's not even JD.
Oh, what is it?
That's food colouring.
Why?
Prop.
That's retarded. I love it. Alright, come on,
Jesus Christ.
Just get this over with before I come in.
Alright. Here's the clip, yep. Creepy as fuck.
And it was just, and it hasn't happened since.
Yeah. And the thing is, you can't really fake that, because we were in the middle of doing a production, we were rushing to get it done, so it's not like we'd have time to fake something like that.
Because I was staring at the phone.
It's not like it's undeniable evidence for you guys, but for us...
It could have just been a random, like, fluke on my phone. Like, it's more likely that my phone is just, like, having a weird moment.
Yeah.
But the fact that you've said it's obviously you think it's haunted and weird shit
happened. Well, there is a chance.
The fact that it happened in a place that I think is haunted. It's not like I thought I saw something or thought I heard something. This actually happened and it's footage. It's fucking terrifying. Because when I see things like Ghost Hunters on TV, I think, oh my god, it's so staged.
Yeah, because they have like a big production team and all that. So it's like...
But when it happens to you, you have to start questioning it.
Yeah.
Because that's just fucking science. Science infers that you question everything when this evidence has been prevented.
Where are you on the scale? So one is fuck you.
Well, before I came here, I was on like 2 or 3. Now I'm on like 3 or 4.
Fair enough.
Because it's gained my... It's like in Django Unchained where Calvin Candy says, "You had my attention, now you have my interest."
Yeah, exactly.
That is it. That is me. It had my attention, now it has my interest.
Yeah, because it's interesting looking at regardless.
Had my interest, now it has my attention.
I just love looking at those videos on YouTube of like top 10 ghosts caught on camera. I know that half of them are going to be fake, but it like gives me the creeps, and I really like that.
And I'm not interested. Cool.
Sorry, no, it's fine. Go for it.
I'm not interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me knows that.
I just love the idea of creepy
but
shit.
I
love spooking myself. That's why.
I'm not going to deny what I saw, and I'm not going to deny the footage. That happened. Why it happened, we can't tell.
Because what you saw, don't let that drop.
No, it's on my knee. It's fine.
Okay, cool. But no, because all the footages that you just saw is just us reacting to it. You just have to take our word for it. We didn't press record. There's no way we did. I mean, we were far enough away so that we couldn't reach it. But,
and if you look in the footage, I was like...
Me too, as well.
Because I saw it happen. Zach wasn't... I don't think you were looking at the phone when it happened.
No, I was like in here changing shirts.
I saw it happen and I was like, is that happening? Is that happening? Did that just happen?
And then I came in and I was like, wait, what's going on?
You were like, oh yeah, did you just take a photo?
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking creepy. Yeah. There is one bit that I don't like in that video, though.
What?
You went... Did that just start a... Oh, I'm out. It looked staged as fuck.
Well, that's just my honest reaction.
I know, but that's the point. It looked staged. It genuinely wasn't.
I'm just
again,
if
anybody who knows
character, I don't know what I can say.
Anyone who knows me knows that. But that's the point. Like, if I was watching that video from an outside perspective, exactly. I would point at that and be like, "That's staged."
And plus, I do cryptid videos sometimes, so it's like I'd have a motive for making a creepy video like that.
Plus, if we made a video that's fake, it would be more convincing than the actual thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because that just looks like a random clip. You could post that on Instagram and no one would understand the context to it. Whereas if you watch like a video of mine like needles, you'd be very clear. Oh, that's an ARG or some shit like that. So
exactly.
So there's a clear difference there.
What other stuff happened in this house? I'm going to regret asking that question.
Okay, well,
if we speak of it.
We will conjure it into reality. We'll find a shadow man on the roof of this room, just looking down on us as we sleep. Hi, Bob. No,
how's the missus? All right, let's.
One of these was just a nightmare, and I actually based one of my shorts that I made the last year, based on it. It was me. And it's actually similar to a night terror that I had when I was a kid, which I also made into a film, but you guys didn't see that.
Don't go into too much detail because we've still got a lot to say.
Sure, but no, I woke up and from the sound of someone knocking in the attic, I go out, I look up in the attic, and then I wake up and realise and that was basically it. It's just me hearing a knock, going up into the attic, and that was the nightmare. And I woke up in this house as well. I'm like, it just felt really creepy, so I made a film on it. It's called In the Night, I think it is.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
I basically just remade that, but that's the creepy dream. But these other ones are real, but I don't know if someone was messing me for this one. This happened 5 times. The creepy thing is, I think the thing why it can be debunkable is because it stopped after I went home, and when I came back, it hasn't returned as an issue. Watch it happens afterwards. After I say it, but basically, occasionally, this was back when we first moved in, so like October, November time before I went home because of the new lockdown restrictions in December.
Yeah.
Every so often, I'd go downstairs to get like a drink or something, and I'd come back up to my room, or I'd come back from uni, and I'd find that one of my pillows was on the floor. And I don't do that. I'm the last person that would do that. Why would I leave my pillows on the floor? They would always be on the bed. At first I thought, oh, maybe I just left it on the floor because there's a chance I could have done that, or maybe I knocked it off by accident. But then it just kept happening. Every so often I'd come in. It wouldn't be every time I'd leave or come back. It happened like 5 times, and that was it. But it would always be like in a similar spot on this floor. It would just be around here. And the thing is as well, is that on some occasions I locked my door. That's the weird part. So I don't know.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think on my Instagram I even posted one of the occasions where I came back and saw the pillow. I might put it in here if you want to see it. But it can be done. It can be debunkable. Maybe because at that stage while we were in the house there were 4 people living here, so maybe they thought, let's mess with Zach. So it could have just been that. But it's just a bit odd because on 3 of those occasions, I think it was 3 occasions, I did lock my door, and as far as I'm aware, none of my roommates have another key for my door. So, and obviously I was out for a while. Yeah, so unless they climbed in my window and did it, which I don't see why they'd go that much effort to do just to move a fucking pillow. It's just a bit weird, you know. It's just a bit strange, and it happened quite often, but it isn't happening anymore. So I don't know what it fucking is, but no.
Who knows?
That's the most like sort of weird one. The other one was the night that we moved in. I think I told you this. We were just downstairs. Just watching Netflix, just watching Hot Fuzz actually, and we heard I think it was a noise. I don't know if it was a knocking or if it was just people talking. Well, it would have been interesting
if you'd heard a smell.
Well, no, I don't know if it was a noise or a knocking, like someone talking or murmuring.
Just an erroneous sound.
Yeah. Or I don't know if it was that or knocking, but whatever it was, we were down in the kitchen after we'd just moved in all our stuff. We were just chilling together, all the roommates, and we heard something upstairs, and we were like, "What's that?" There isn't anyone upstairs, is there? And we go up and check, and there's nothing. So we're like, okay, no, there's nothing. So we went downstairs, and it happened a second time, and we're like, what is that? And so we just brush it off again, and then eventually we get bored, so we decide to watch Netflix up in my room. This is like a couple hours later, and we hear the noise again, and I shit you not, the noise happens, and it's above us, and we're like, is anyone upstairs? We are upstairs. And so we realise the attic is above us. So I don't know.
Maybe it was a big rat.
That was the first. That was the first day we moved in as well, which is the creepiest part. And the fact that this house is just cursed to begin with because it has a decrepit shed with all these tools that are sort of like rusty and
an attic with a ladder that time forgot. I mean, it smells so old. Like you can smell the age.
Yeah. Like you can smell the timber flaking off of the edges of the wood.
But it does give you that sort of vibe.
And it's very creaky, and you don't feel safe. And the manhole cover at the top where you go into the attic is very tight. But anyway, the attic is creepy. I've only been up there like 5 times. One of those was on my own.
Yeah.
No thanks, not doing that unless I have to. And that was for electrics because the lights went out. Anyway. And then obviously the house also has a creepy fucking lockable from the outside but not the inside fucking dungeon thing. Little square box.
Show me that before we leave.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen that yet, have you?
I have not. Take me to your dungeon.
But
yeah. So anyway,
this house is fucked.
Yeah, so there you go. Hauntings or weird coincidences. It's just
and a lot of cupboards that don't go anywhere or don't have anything and just have
they
cobwebs.
are strange. I think they're just a waste of space, if you ask me.
Yeah,
unless you actually put something in there.
Honestly.
So, there we are. Old houses, I suppose.
Cursed.
They just soak up the life of the world around them over time. It doesn't help that you've got Eddie the head over there, like the tree Eddie.
Yeah,
and then you've got needles in the corner over there. You're not exactly making things better, but that was close.
Is it still recording?
Yes, it's still. The whole thing would have gone if this wasn't okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have gone. Ta-doom. It didn't unplug.
If the file gets corrupt, then
it won't.
Right.
But anyway, so you're not exactly helping things
no.
by having Eddie and fucking needles over there. But you know, maybe I don't know.
But no, this house is weird. There have been a couple things here and there. The other thing is
we
just
still need to move on for this, don't we? Because this has been going. We've been talking about this.
Well, I know, but it is a creepy thing. But no, that's because apart from that, it's just been little things like. you didn't see that because the computer's blocking it. But I just had my hand out like this, and Joe just shook my hand because it was out there. Anyway, no, but apart from that, it's just been small things like things moving on their own, or maybe it's like I don't remember putting these there and then being there, and maybe it's just people moving.
It's just weird.
It's just little weird stuff like that. That happens to everyone though.
But yeah, there we are. Creepy
those
stuff.
Those are the weirdest ones.
Yeah,
but yeah,
creepy stuff. It is creepy stuff.
Moving
on.
What's next on the docket?
What about like what we're working on? Like allude more to what we're working on.
I mean, if you want,
should we do, like talk about what we're going to do with the rest of the sleepover? If you like.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already said like what we're gonna. I mean, the rest of the sleepover is just us sleeping, and besides that, just a couple metalhead.
Only that.
Maybe another guess that metal song.
Yeah.
Then maybe another one of these podcasts. Maybe
that'd be pretty cool. I'd like to.
Maybe a skit. Maybe a short film. Maybe you might get a couple cool vlogs out of this trip as well, which will be nice as well.
That'd be cool.
Because I'd always love the vlogs. So. But no, what have you got in the works of your channel that aren't spoilery stuff? They're just videos to look forward to. You've got your
I've got my Peter Steele,
which has been on the hold
for like
a month. That's
a contentious subject, isn't it? Because obviously I started.
Oh yeah, your piece. You talk about that. Why not?
I started my Peter Steele video for the anniversary of his death. It wasn't for that. I was going to do it anyway, and it just happened. The production just happened to run into the anniversary, and I got this picture posted by Dora Pesh on my Instagram saying, R.I.P. Peter Steele. 11 years gone.
Oh yeah, you were gonna post it.
And I was like, hang on a minute. Oh shit, it's the anniversary. And I was about 3 days into it. So I thought, fuck it. And I decided to amp up my game. So start making the videos quickly as I can so I could get it out as like my tribute, my unintentional tribute.
Yeah.
So I actually recorded footage saying, by the way, this is being recorded the day after the anniversary. Blah, blah, blah. Then, stupid fucking doofus twat face over here accidentally shut down his computer.
So why is that an issue, Joe?
Yeah, for those who don't know, I have an HP Envy desktop from 2014.
Which is useless nowadays.
From 2014.
Fatal flaw of it boot looping when it has to restart. Okay.
He didn't let me get that nice juicy, like, you know, the middle of a jam donut.
Right.
You eat the jam donut and then
what I did is I ripped
the jam out, bro.
And then just chucked the jam. I just let the jam ooze out onto the floor.
I had the jamless bite before you hit the jam, and then you took the donut from me and ate the jam. Bastard. So basically, my PC is about 6 or 7 years old now. It's 2014. And a few months ago, maybe getting on for a year now, it started boot looping, which is basically where when you switch the computer on, it will try to boot, and then it'll go, which the hard drive also almost did just now. Then it will try and switch on again, and it will continue doing this until obviously you unplug it or switch it off at the socket, because it's got power circulating through, and thus it's trying to boot from where you've switched it on.
Yeah.
So the issue there is that obviously it doesn't boot properly. Now there are multiple different causes. There's a CMOS battery error, not my problem. RAM error, tested that, not a problem.
Yeah.
When those two are ruled out as problems, you're in bad territory because it means you probably fucked the motherboard somehow.
You originally thought it was RAM sticks, didn't you?
Or it could be your power supply not functioning properly.
You originally thought it was RAM sticks,
but it wasn't.
You ruled that out.
Harry debunked the power supply thing because he said it would never boot. You would constantly have this problem until you sort out the power supply. So the fact that it sometimes... If I let it boot loop for a couple of days, for context, it will come on, but it takes days of it boot looping for it to finally come on. So Harry said, yeah, something on your motherboard shorted out. Flashback to 2017. For some reason, one of my USB ports stops functioning. Every time I plug something into it, the PC switches off.
Yeah, it was around that time, wasn't it?
About 2017.
Yeah.
So when I plug something into the front port of my PC, the whole thing shuts down. So Harry said that's probably where my problem started, even as far back as 2017. And that's probably where I've knocked it or something like that, and it's just festered and gotten worse. So the computer is now completely dead because I accidentally switched it off and it has been boot looping. It boot looped for 4 days and didn't come on, so I said, fuck it, enough is enough. RIP. Like that moment in Big Bang Theory where Sheldon's laptop just...
Yeah. So you've got a new one coming.
I bought a new one.
Yes.
I've been working my arse off 12 hours a day for 6 days a week for the last few weeks, and I decided to put some of my hard-earned cash towards a new computer. I was going to put it towards driving lessons, and now they've all been cancelled.
Oh yeah, until 2022, which rules out my plans for this summer.
They're not allowing new driving applicants,
Thanks.
at least in our areas, for several months, until 2022, because they've got a backlog of like 200,000 applicants from last year.
Because you're even worse though. I was gonna learn to drive that summer, but you were learning to drive. You were going to do your test.
2020.
And like fucking April, you were gonna do it, and then they were like, "Nah, we're gonna lock everything down."
Yeah, because I actually had a driving lesson during lockdown before they shut those down. In the first lockdown in 2020, my driving
that must have been like late March. Yeah.
It was just after they locked it down, and he said, or just before they locked it down, and COVID hit the UK, and he was like, "Right, you got to wear a mask, but don't worry, this will all be over soon."
Yeah. Famous last words.
Thanks, man. So, thanks, Ricky. Name drop. So, it's going to be 2 years since my last lesson by the time I qualify.
Yeah.
Because it's been a year now.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
So much for driving, I suppose. I'm going to be 21 by the time I am driving. So, I might have beaten my grandfather to having a job at the youngest age. His was at 8, mine was at 7. But I won't be driving as young as anyone in my family before. So, yay! I'm not going to be driving until I'm 21, but hey ho, it could be worse. So I decided to put the money that I was going to put towards driving lessons to refresh my mind towards a new computer. And so I bought a new one, and it's way better. It's got
which you'll be able to use to make upcoming projects, which we've alluded to.
And also run DaVinci Resolve much better, and render in 4K and 8K and absurd fucking... And use my... awesome curved monitor to its full potential.
Yeah.
So, 3060.
Yeah.
Graphics card.
Yeah. And, on the topic of editing softwares, Adobe ripped me off. I had Adobe Elements for 3 years. 3 years? Maybe 3 years. And all of us... Okay, so I bought it up front. I got a package deal for it.
Back before Adobe were money-grabbing bastards.
Well, they were, but they're not as much as nowadays. I bought like a full package of all of the trimmings of Adobe Elements and everything, because that was a good software. It served me well. I was happy with it. It was like your what was your original software before you moved to DaVinci?
Power Director.
That's it, because that was your
piece of shite.
But no, so I had Adobe Elements for a while. It works the same as Premiere, except the sort of like formatting and sort of how everything is laid out is just a lot easier to use than Premiere. I like Premiere and I can use it very well, but
so much that you pronounce it the American way.
Premiere. I don't fucking care. Shut up.
Shut up. Go to bed. That's a reference to an old YouTube video.
We have a lot of we already have a lot of quotes that came.
Basically,
out of this trip.
we decided to go rewatch some of my old videos just for no particular reason, and we decided to watch
old video.
We decided to watch my old Nebula series, and we came across an episode where I'm very rude to Robert Rutinsky, played by Josh Allen. And I said to him, and he was like, oh, okay.
How much power have you got?
Yeah, there was, in that same episode, in a few minutes before, I actually go to Rob or Josh, I went to him, and he's like, oh, I just don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, how much power we got? I've got to stop shouting because people are trying to sleep. Yeah. I'm like, how much power have we got?
And there are so many memes that we've in jokes that we've made just from his strong Scottish accent, his very broad Scottish accent. Like, I pooed myself.
I was gonna say there's a very famous bit.
Why do I feel all?
Hang on,
sludgy?
let me say it. There's a very famous bit amongst myself and my social circle where basically Josh begged me to make Robert Rutinsky shit himself just to prove how silly a character he could be, and just for comic relief value. Yeah. So after we go to sleep in the pod that we're in,
episode
on the way to the Centurion 4.
Oh yeah,
Centurion. Before we get there, we go to sleep and we wake up and suddenly the block he's standing on, because it's in Minecraft, is brown. And I go morning, and he goes morning. Oh,
and I think what happened.
I feel all sludgy. I'm like, oh my god. And he goes, I pooed myself, man.
And I think just because
I hope by some miracle he sees this so that he can reminisce on just the fucking hilarity of I pooed myself. Just for no reason. I think
what happened is that we just watched that clip too many damn times and it just became funny.
I pooed myself, man.
It's just the Scottish accent.
There was another bit where I was so lazy in the story writing that I was like, oh, how can I get outside the ship? Computer, turn shields to smashable mode.
And then you said yesterday, turn your mum to smash. We have so many quotes from this trip already.
So it's been a pretty good sleepover time.
Anyway, back to editing software. Sorry. So Adobe Elements.
Zach, when he hears a weird noise upstairs, I pooed myself, man! I pooed myself, man! I'm all sludgy!
Anyway,
so Adobe Elements.
So, they basically fast forward to, August time, 2020, and, I've had this issue sometimes where I've signed into Adobe Elements and I've started up projects and started editing stuff, and sometimes it says you need to update to a new Adobe package, so I just ignore it. But they change their policy, so they force you to change your package. So when I opened it on that fateful day in August, I couldn't open the project. The error came up that you need to update to a monthly package to continue using this software, even though I paid up front for the package to have for life as a
That is the money-grabbing bastard.
Adobe basically changed that, even though I paid it up front and it's mine because I bought it.
Doesn't matter how long ago. If you buy it, it's yours. I fucking hate when companies turn around and make you do a subscription that you never sign up for.
Because I already have a monthly package on Premiere because of my uni course, so I just use that.
And I'm sorry, unless it's actually actively getting brand new content monthly, subscription service is pointless, and Adobe do not give you monthly updates.
No.
That's why everyone's turning to Resolve. That's why I've turned to Resolve, because it's better than Power Director. And the free version can do almost every... I'm not sponsored, by the way, but I'm not a salesperson for Resolve, but I've got to put it out there. You can do almost everything you can do in Premiere in the free version of Resolve.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
If you buy the
so Adobe is...
If you buy the full Resolve Studio, much better. Yeah. And it's not a subscription. This is why everyone's abandoning Adobe.
Ship. Yeah. Because Adobe, like I say, they changed it to a subscription, and so I've just been kind of... Because I don't just do one editor anyway, because that's a very dumb thing to do, because what if that editor just... suddenly just packs up and you can't use it anymore. Just like Elements. Elements, for example.
Or if it gets an update that your PC can't handle,
Exactly. So I'm kind of using a bit of Sony Vegas still, and mostly Premiere, but I'm also starting to get the ropes of like Resolve a bit because you sent me the link to it. So
yeah, I'll help you out with that. It's not difficult.
But I've used it before. I used it for needles actually.
Nice. But the most important thing though is find a software that works for you. You know, like it doesn't have to be Premiere. There's Sony Vegas. There's
which is okay. I mean, it's very janky and it's so overrated, but it works.
There's loads of
what you want it for.
I don't know them all by name.
No,
but there's loads.
iMovie, Windows Movie Maker, but no.
And Adobe, I suppose.
I mean, they're not money grabbers.
If I ever get like a deal or anything where I get to use Adobe stuff, they're gonna kill me.
But no.
It's alright if it's free.
Yeah. Oh, and also COVIDiots.
Ah, yes, another contentious story.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Somebody has pooped the bed on this one.
Yeah, I'm angry basically. I've been upset about it for like a last week or two because this was a project that I've had in the works since January. It went into full production in late February, and it was this COVIDiots is satire. It's satire. Remember this. It's satire. The title tells you everything you need to know, but if you need that's extra fucking whatever. It's about it's about like a bunch of mockumentary. It's about a mockumentary of a bunch of mock interviews with a bunch of my friends like you.
I'm in it.
Or,
I play
or Kane or Morgan or all these people. All of my mates. Even my parents are in it, which they are amazing in that. And I had this idea. I was gonna interview all of them as different COVIDiots.
The YouTube sensation Maya Boyle.
No, everyone's in it.
And she got herself covered in toothpaste for it.
Yeah. But no, it is such an ambitious project, and
it was good.
And I got literally everyone in it. I even got Mark in it, which I did not expect. But thank you for that, Mark, if you're watching. I've got everyone in it, and it's really cool. And there's a short version which the YouTube which my uni wanted me to submit because it needs to be under 6 minutes, and then the full version, which was the director's cut, the Snyder cut, if you will, which was 15 minutes.
Well, Zack Snyder.
Well, it's 2/3 the length of the shortened version. So, but no, my 15-minute version I uploaded to YouTube, and that I'm so fucking proud of it. It's probably one of my favorite productions I've done in a long time. Amazing. I even designed audio for it. I designed the backing track for it.
Like you did an actual Foley track.
I did a track. There was an existing track and I morphed it and added different assets of different instruments in there. Which was difficult, but I did that.
The point he's leading to is it got taken down
by YouTube
for medical misinformation.
That was YouTube's reasoning for it, even though it says that it's satire in the video and in the description.
Quick point to back you up.
Sorry, yeah.
I understand the people... No, you don't apologise. I understand that there are people on one side of the political spectrum who don't believe COVID exists. They're COVIDiots. That's what fucking Zach's video says. We're
taking the piss of what they're accusing me of.
Then there's the other side of the spectrum who think COVID is some kind of hyper plague that's going to kill us all.
That was employed by either. Bill Gates or...
If I can survive it... then a lot of people can survive it. Not everyone. But the point is that COVID is as dangerous as common sense would tell you it is.
Yeah.
Depending on what strain and depending on what part of the world you live in and depending on your own health, you will react differently. Same as the flu, same as any virus.
Yeah.
But this is the point. Most of the people making the arguments that I believe YouTube removed Zach's video on the grounds of are people who spent most of their fucking school life in isolation, beating people up, and have IQs smaller than my dick. I mean, they are the kinds of people who don't know how germs work or virusology works. And then you've got the other idiots on the other end of the spectrum who don't understand fucking germ theory and stuff like that because they were too busy preening themselves or something silly. The point is that that's part of what Zach's video tries to convey.
I was taking the piss of it all.
And these are the kinds of people that got it taken down.
Yeah. I was really proud of COVIDiots, and that really upset me. Was the worst part is that I specifically stated it's satire, and I'm taking the piss of all of the things they accused the video of being. It's taking the piss of the misinformation that COVIDiots give to the public, saying that Bill Gates did this and that to it, saying the microchip shit, saying the conspiracy theory shit.
It's probably a case that you filmed it so well they look like an actual documentary.
Well, apart from the fact that it says in big text at the start, this is satire, beneath the title Cove Idiots, but whatever.
You probably should have. I think the only way that you could have avoided them having any reason to take it down is if you'd put a little intro saying,
like a full disclaimer thing.
This is a satirical take.
None of these idiots.
All these people are actors. You fucking idiots.
I suppose, but I didn't expect them to take it down. Maybe I can try re-uploading it in the next month, and with that new ad edition in there. But I don't want to...
This originally got taken down for medical misinformation. We are not trying to provide any information on COVID. We're not doctors. Everyone in this video is an actor.
Exactly.
Stop being a fucking idiot.
It was so good because I had all these different people who were in my life who were playing these different roles. You were playing the conspiracy theorist.
You had me, Mark, Maya...
So I had you as the conspiracy theorist. I had Maya as the hypochondriac. I had my mum as the Karen, even though I didn't title her Karen in the description because I didn't need to, because everyone got it anyway. For the short time it was up, there were a couple of comments already saying that's a Karen right there. Yeah. I love her. But no, and then my dad was in it playing the old boomer character. Then I had who played who?
Mark played the chav.
He did. He actually did really well. He fucking... Oh no. Morgan was the star. I'm sorry. Morgan is the best part of that whole fucking thing. He was one of the reasons why I even started...
Hold your own fucking hard drive then.
He was the fucking... Morgan, if you're watching this, I love you. Marry me. You are such a good actor.
But no, genuinely. Okay.
But no, genuinely, he's one of the reasons why I even began production, because for the uni I needed pre-pro, I needed secondary research, and I was like, I need other examples to draw this from, and it was like, oh, you're doing a mockumentary, right? Well, there's this mockumentary, there's this documentary on Netflix called Death to 2020, which he led me to, which is all about COVID and taking the piss of how stupid people are and how they reacted to the microchip bollocks and all the other crap that went on with COVID idiots and that. So I was like, oh, thanks, bro. Do you want to be in it? And he's like, oh, hell yeah. And he played this hilarious, camp, chavvy, middle class. Every time I watch it, I just burst out laughing. Like, I even have a quote in there where he just... What did he say? He was like, oh yeah, when he's talking about like his mate Sandra, the character's mate Sandra. It's just the quote in there. I don't know if I put it in the actual video or in the bloopers, but he goes, I was fed fucking up. And every time I watch that...
I think that is in
it. And every time he says that, it's just a quote that I mention on the daily at this point. Like, it's just a mood. He's going, I was fed fucking up. And you wouldn't expect Morgan. He's the most monotone person. He doesn't raise his voice, show any emotion in his tone. It fucking cut out. I don't know when the video cut out, so we'll just...
Is it now recording
It's now recording again. Sorry about that, guys, technical difficulties. But no, Morgan, he played the most chavvy, campy character, so... And you don't expect him to play that sort of character. He has the most monotone voice. He doesn't show any emotion in his tone. He doesn't raise his voice. So when he was playing that character...
I was just fucking up.
It's just so fucking funny. Or that...
51 minutes, just so you know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll cut it in like 10 or so, but I'll wrap up my COVID talking a bit. Yeah. But no, and then I think there's a bit in the bloopers reel that I might release if I can get COVIDs to stay up on my channel. If I try re-uploading it, I might upload the bloopers reel. There's just a bit in there where he's run out of things to say. He just stops riffing and he just goes, you know, and he just bursts out laughing.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I haven't uploaded the bloopers. It was the bloopers, so... But no, but yeah, and that's the thing as well, is that most of the time, that was all him. That was all improv.
It was all him.
I just asked him the question, he was like, it's fine, I'll make it work. And he just...
Alright, true, cool. Yeah. Leave it with me.
Honestly, he's so fucking funny as well. But no, it just led to some hilarious moments. I'm like, Morgan, you killed it. Like, because... Yeah. I'll stop ranting about it, but he was the fucking funniest part of it. I don't know why, I just choked on air.
That's a good point. Maya actually said...
Maya's
How comes the toothpaste didn't end up in it?
Huh?
The toothpaste bit, did that end up in it?
Oh yeah.
Because she didn't see it.
That's her fault. No. Because what I did, because most of the footage I couldn't use because the blooper of it is her popping it, and then we burst out laughing because of the sound of it going. But I cut it just after her going, did you know toothpaste can fucking COVID cells thing? And then I cut it as soon as she goes, and then it cuts to a different interview. So I did leave it in, but I couldn't have the next bit because it was just you and Sam talking in the background or some shit.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
But I did use the funniest
bit of
part.
context. So basically, Maya, bless her heart, put her heart and soul into that.
Maya and our college mate Sam had like a social distance meetup, which we hadn't had in a long time. Like while recording this.
Well, it was rule of 6, wasn't it? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it was still like we were still being safe. We were still wearing masks and in the public place and all that. So yeah, So we just I was like, Maya, do you want to be in it? And he's like, yeah, sure. So
yeah, she was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. It was funny.
We did a bit. Yeah. She happened to have toothpaste on her. She'd been at the dentist like not long before. We were like, Maya, why'd you have toothpaste? And she's like, I don't know. Do you want to use
She's
anything?
Like, I have an idea.
Yeah. She's like, I'll pretend it's a COVID preventative. Like, and then she put it all over her hands. And there's a bit on one of my vlogs if you want to check it out.
Shameless it might be in the bloopers actually as well. But
shameless self promotion of Maya doing like the aftermath of her putting it on her hands,
trying to wipe it off.
Minty fresh. Yeah. That's actually the part of the whole fucking theme of that vlog.
Was so funny.
It was just so funny, and she also pretended like that I was way too close to her because I come walking in the background and I'm way far away.
That stayed in.
I'm like from that wall to that wall. I guess that doesn't make sense.
Like, you're too close. Social distancing, and you're like fucking hell.
I called her a COVID idiot. I actually name dropped the whole thing, didn't I?
Yeah.
So that was I don't think I meant to do that, but it was great. It was good. But, such a tragedy.
Yeah. And the thing is as well is that I can't remember the names of the characters in the end, but the funniest part is that for most of the character names, I like when I was interviewing the people, I was just like, I didn't think to ask them what their name is for the interview. Yeah. So when it came to post, I need the credits. Who is what's the name of the character that you play? And I thought for you, name redacted because you're the conspiracy theorist anyway.
Yeah,
but then I thought for everyone else,
like no one knows me.
I thought for everyone else, like all of these dumb names, like Jeff Jefferson. Like, where did Adam pull that out of his arse? And like Chadlin is what Morgan came up with.
Oh, okay, so they all came up with their own names.
Yeah, they all came up with. Most of them came up with their own names.
Mine was just redacted.
No, Maya was Miss Boyle because that's what I refer to her as in the interview. So that we just left that in. And then who else? There was this really funny one. Oh yeah, Mark chose his as Hugh Janus, which was kind of funny.
Of course.
Yeah. And then who else? I can't remember the other names, but it was funny. And basically I was like, I need a name, and they just shat a name out of their ass. Like, have that in the credits, and that was that.
Hugh Janus.
But yeah.
Jeff
honestly,
Jefferson.
It's such a Mark thing to do. But yeah. That's it basically. I just told them, and the thing is as well, because it was only Mark and Adam in the end that had to record theirs separately from everyone else. Everyone else I managed to interview.
Yeah, they sent you yours.
Yeah,
theirs.
so basically all my tips were. I didn't even send them the interview questions. I forgot to. My only notes were as the director were, okay, so choose your character, just have fun with it, just be as funny and as dumb and as COVID like as you want to be, and they killed it. Adam is hilarious in it, but and so is Mark. Mark is, and I love the bit where he runs. It's off nice
to see. It's nice to see Adam though for a change.
Yeah, exactly. And
I like Adam. He's cool.
And I just love having all of these people in one video together, even if it is from different shots or whatever. But I love that.
That's rad.
Which is why it's so sad that it got taken down.
So now we've done that whole fucking spiel on it. You know, I hope YouTube don't decide to pull the same bullshit again.
I'll make a full disclaimer at the start, maybe.
Yeah, because not being funny, that's not medical misinformation. It's a joke about people who give misinformation. Yeah. Again, you made it too good. It was too documentary-like.
It was so fucking... I'm so proud of that.
It's a fucking great film, and it will end up somewhere. I don't think it'll ever not be anywhere.
Well, regardless, I'm not getting rid of it. Fuck that.
It's a good short film, and it just takes the piss out of idiots who think that, you know.
And it's funny. It's funny as fuck. Like I say, every time that Morgan comes on screen, I just start laughing.
You just can't mention COVID these days, even though it's all anybody talks about.
Yeah, exactly.
So there we go.
I bet this fucking thing will get taken down because you mentioned the word COVID.
I don't care. Hang on. Of course I don't. It's not my video. But yeah, no. But mine.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway,
that's COVID idiots. Let's move on.
Anyway, 10th anniversary. I don't think I talked about that yet.
I think we did. We don't want to spoil too much, do we?
No, but there's going to be a sequence of videos regarding it. That's
one of them being a short film that I'm directing, which I'm very excited to get.
It's on the 13th of July, 2021.
Well, all of these videos
be there or be square.
Minecraft for the win. It's going to be from June and July. Just expect these really cool 10th anniversary videos on your channel throughout June and July, and maybe some of them will spill into August, but you know. It's an exciting time.
It is an exciting time. It's a good time to be alive, isn't it?
Well, alright, if you say so.
I didn't think there ever was such a thing as a good time to be alive.
But yeah, and also I'm still in the works of a 5-year anniversary for Zea Tea, but I haven't thought of it yet.
I was going to say, is there anything you want to talk about for that? Because
I haven't got anything. I mean, I've got some things, some ideas, but none of them are really noteworthy yet. They're still they're still brewing.
You'll have to put a word in my ear when we're done here.
But yeah, no, that's it. I think we're going to leave you with that now. Sorry for the technical issue. The camera likes to cut out for some fucking reason. But no, yeah.
I've had a lovely time doing this first of potentially many Zea Tea podcasts.
This has been the Sleepover
podcast thing in which I've had a nice hard drive just vibing, literally. Vibing my leg, just like chilling.
Yeah, you're having a lot of fun with that vibrating on your leg, aren't you?
I'll piss off, you dirty cunt.
Bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed.
We hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I've been Static Yonder. He has been Zea Tea.
And together we are, what was it? Soggy cunt. Wait, actually, can we show the audio clip that we recorded for the test for this? Because that was really funny.
Test. Hello, Zach. Nice to meet you.
What's up, cunt nugget?
Well, I like it. I like being a nugget. Because it means...
And I like being a cunt. And together we are...
Cunt Nugget! There you go.
That's actually amazing. Whatever that was there. We had fun. Because we had to test whether this was working. Because we had issues with OBS. I know, but we was like, together we are... And I've just completely fucking forgotten.
It was so long ago.
It's just like, Mom, Zach and Joe are making a title sequence. Anyway, whatever, we're gonna go. We're turning hysterical now, so it's time to cut it.
I'll try and do that little improv again. I've been Static Yonder, you have been Zea Tea, and you have just wasted an hour of your life.
Indeed.
Goodbye.
Who's the loser, really?
Good luck, and
Godspeed.
Good whiskey is not cheap.
Okay, it just cuts everything at the last second.
No! Oh no!
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Oh, great.
Bye!